to be daring, baby, dance the night away. I let my hair down if I want. Don't you just get tired chasing fame and being pretty all the time?
Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I forgot to film an intro, so I'm doing it now. Anyway, so today we're going to be doing a stain removal. Well, we're going to attempt a stain removal from a very stained floor. It is a berry juice stain basically in a linoleum floor that we're going to try and get out. It's been here for a while, so it's dried in and soaked into the lino, but we're going to see what we get on. I hope you guys enjoy the video today. I hope you find it motivating. I hope you find it satisfying. And if you haven't already, well, and you're new to the channel, welcome. We're delighted to have you here. If you've been here before, welcome back. And whether or not you've been here before, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button down below. We'd love to have you. Ring the bell for all notifications of the channel. And if you enjoy the video, please hit the thumbs up button. It really helps the channel out and lets me know that you guys are enjoying the content I'm making. So without further ado, let's get started. Hey guys, so today I'm just helping out a friend of mine. They're moving out of the house and they moved out of the furniture and there was these stains on the floor. We think they're from berries, so I'm going to give it a try. This video is not sponsored, but I'm trying. This is what my friend had in the house. This is what we're using. With the cream cleaner, if that doesn't work, I'm going to use the paste. I've seen these used loads of times. I know these are like miracle products. Apparently I've used the pink stuff before and I really wasn't impressed. But again, it could have just been what I was using on. Anyway, so I'm going to get started getting these stains here out of the floor. Okay guys, so this is the stain here. It's just from frozen berries, I believe. It's just general dirt. By the way, the floor has been mopped several times by my friend, and this isn't shifted, so I'm going to try this cream cleaner. I'm going to be honest guys, I don't have high expectations because when I used this pink stuff before, it was terrible. It wasn't terrible, like it was fine, but it was no better than any other cleaner. But maybe I just used it on a stain that was too old because, you know, some stains will never come out. But anyway, I'm going to get started. And as I say in all my videos guys, worst thing you can do is use too much product because it's going to make more work for you. Because if you use too much product on a stain, you're going to leave a scum all over the ground and you're going to have to wash it a second time. So I'm using quite a bit here, but that's because it's quite a big stain that's been there for a long time. Now I'm just going to read the directions and see if there's any soaking instructions on this. Going to use a little bit more. Okay guys, I'll back up 1 second. I'm just going to put a bit more water in this cloth. Okay guys, so I've re-wet the damp in the cloth. I'm going to try again. Now this is just frozen berries guys. They're here a while, but like maybe a week or two, like they're maybe a few weeks. They're not here that long. So this shouldn't be this much work, to be honest. Now I could use a sponge or something like that, but I don't have one available. I'm using what I have. My friend didn't ask me to do it, just in the house and I saw him and I said, can I do it? So
I think about and I don't want to stop. I don't want to stop.
So the plan with this guys was that they were going to have to get, they're going to buy a new lino, which is silly. If you can clean something, why would you replace it? You can see here as well, because it's this like wood look. Now, to be honest, I don't really know why the lino manufacturers do this, but they put like the wood grain in it, which just makes it harder to clean. Now guys, so my quick review on the Miracle Pink Stuff Miracle Cream Cleanser. Like, a little bit, but like, I'm sorry, I don't know why this product is viral. It's crap. Like, guys, look at the floor, it's still there. I've been at this for 5 minutes or so. So I'm gonna fold over, new clean to the cloth. I'm gonna try this pink paste. Now, hopefully this will change my opinion from the last time I used it, but I sincerely doubt it. But anyway, I'll remain optimistic. So, decent bit, because it's a big stain. And hopefully this will work. I think this is meant to be slightly more abrasive than the cream cleaner. So I'm just coating it first and then I'm going to clean with the grain.
Baby, you are on my mind. All I think about it.
Okay guys, so just taking some of the excess off there. Now as you can see, the Miracle Pink Stuff did absolutely nothing. Now guys, this is a berry stain. This to me, in my opinion, is a standard household stain. It's berries, yes, they can leave colour and whatever. But like, this is not moving them at all, which I just think is a bit ridiculous in my opinion. So I'm going to try it again. Going to use this again because we've already opened Sweet Maze and we already have it on. I don't have to rinse it and start again. I'm going to get a scrubber and try that. Because to be honest, when I see these, they're generally used with scrubbers, and to be frankly honest, I think it's the scrubbers that are doing all the work. Okay guys, so I forgot to film there. I thought it was filming the start button rather than the stop button. Or the stop button rather than the start button. So I did it with a green sponge. Didn't do it, and I'm going to try with a Brillo pad. Now I know some of you might say these are very harsh, but like it's Brillo pad with coating soap. They're not going to do that much. And then I've just rinsed my cloth again to wipe clean. There's a bit of product left on this from the pink stuff, not much. So there's soap built into these steel wool pads. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna get started. I'm just checking to make sure there's no damage to the lino as I'm doing this, because it is steel wool. Just get my clean cloth. It's a little bit better, but still. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and mix the two together. This is just clean, plain, normal soap in these. And as I always say in the videos, guys, be very careful mixing products because they can cause chemical reactions, especially if you use bleach. Don't mix it with anything because you can literally cause a toxic, like not like a little small, like a literal toxic reaction that can kill you. So please don't mix bleach with anything. See a section here, guys. See how it looks. It's made no difference. Now the reason I'm using steel wool as well is because it's slightly abrasive, not very abrasive. So what I'm now going to do is I'm going to get my cloth for this and really put this to the test. So far I'm not impressed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the pink stuff, and I'm going to create a layer over top. Now, let's use the rest that's on this as well. It's going to go heavier on the bad stains. A few products over here. Now I know this is a lot, but I'm trying to give this product a good chance and see why everybody's so absolutely raving mad about it. Because again, as I've said, I've used it for the last number of years and I think it's rubbish. But anyway, I'm going to leave that to sit for 10 to 15 minutes and I'm going to come back and see if it's done anything. I don't have high hopes, but hopefully it will prove me wrong. But yeah, so I'll check back in with you guys in a few minutes. So it's been about 15 minutes we've been sitting here. This has been sitting here. Gonna give it a wipe, maybe it'll work. I don't think it will, but sure, we'll give it a try. Next thing I'm gonna try on this as well is just good old fashioned washing up liquid, dish soap. And this is not sponsored, I don't want to advertise, but just real quick. Best one in the world, just saying, I'm just saying. This will clean literally nearly anything. You got an oil or grease stain in your clothing, use this. It's amazing. Anyway, we're gonna try this with the wonderful pink stuff. Also, you'll notice I don't usually use J-cloth, it's just what I have here, so I'm using it now. If you're a person that uses J-cloth, you have a lot of patience. And to my shock and awe, it did absolutely nothing. I can hardly believe it. Like, guys, I did nothing. Like, and I wouldn't mind. My biggest issue with the pink stuff now, obviously it depends where you buy it. If you get it in like Poundland deals or a discount shop, it's not that expensive, but in high street retailers it can be really, really expensive. I just have 2 damp cloths here, by the way, to get this excess off. Like, well, it didn't do anything. Or it did barely. Now I know as well, lino is particularly hard to clean. I'm just gonna grab a towel here. There's a lot of product. Or I might see if I can see if I have a little cloth here. Sorry, guys, I'm just gonna get a dry cloth because the damp cloths are kind of spreading it around a bit. Now, just using a dry duster. Now, guys, that's barely any different than when I started. So, again, with lino, it may have soaked into the lino. which case it won't come out. Also, when you use Fairy Liquid, if you're doing your dishes, you literally need that, not even that, like half of that. It's incredibly strong. I'm using a lot because the stain's been here, as I said previously, it's been here a long time. So I'm just gonna swap this over to the clean side. There we go. So all I'm gonna do is just spread it, give it a bit of a rub just to get it really into the stain. One of the reasons as well dish soap works so well is because not only does it have cleaning agents in it, it also has like degreasers in it. So it's gonna cut through grease, oil, fats, all that kind of stuff. This also, dish soap's quite good as well at getting stuff stains out of shirts. I once got a pen ink out of a shirt, and I literally tried multiple cleaners and nothing worked. And the dish soap lifted it. Or like, well, not all of it, but the majority of it, because pen ink is very hard to get out of clothing. Now, if I had a scrub brush as well, I would use that on this. I just don't have one handy at the moment. Also, this stuff is very cost effective, so you know, I don't want to use a little bit extra. Whereas a lot of the kind of other stronger cleaners, they can be very, very expensive, so you kind of don't want to use a load of them. And the smells can be really strong. Whereas this just has a really nice scent on it. And like, there's no fumes really coming off it, there's only scent and it's not dangerous, which is really good. Now, I can already start to see a difference here. It's fading right down here. But I am going to leave that to sit for a couple of minutes. Let the degreasers get in, let the stain removers get in and get working. And then I will come back and update you guys now. I'm not saying this is going to get rid of it. I'm hoping it will, but you know, this is a lot easier, I think, to use as well. It spreads much easier. It's a lot more cost effective. It also doesn't claim to be a miracle product, that it isn't. I'll check back in with you guys in a minute. So I found the scrub brush. It was in the shed. It's not sparkling, but I've given it a good rinse in hot water. So I'm just going to I basically just want to scrub it. I'm going to wash the floor afterwards. It doesn't matter if it's a bit dirty. And we're going to see how we get on.
Everybody's been saying that you're up to no good. Everyone has been telling me.
Okay guys, so I just wetted this brush. It was a bit dry, so.
Playing it big time. You're feeding me life.
The Fairy, I think, did bring it down a little bit, but like it seemed to get rid of those lighter stains a lot better. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but they're a bit better. The washing powder again was better with the vinegar, but again the stains are still there. So what I am going to do, what unfortunately I have to do is resort to my last resort, which is using bleach. As you guys know, I don't really use bleach that much. I use it for toilets and stuff, but I'm going to have to try the bleach on this because nothing else is shifting it. If the bleach doesn't work, I don't know what we're going to use. I have an oven cleaner here, but my only worry is that the oven cleaner will melt the plastic in the lino. Just bring it over, she's here. Just have that oven cleaner, but my worry is, just want to do a little bit of research while the next one's sitting, but I think this may dissolve the lino. So that's why I don't really want to use that. But yeah, I'm going to rinse this off, because obviously as you can see it did lift it a little bit, but like it's still there and it's very obvious. So next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to rinse this off. Give it a good rinse, because obviously I don't want any interactions with the bleach, and I'm going to bleach it and we're going to see what happens. So I'll back to you guys in a few. Yeah. Okay guys, so my friends actually just informed me that they have a steam mop in the house. So I'm actually going to try that before I try the bleach, because as I said, I don't like using bleach. You can even see here and along here, the stains come down a lot since the washing up liquid. But again, it's like, it's just the way lino is. If stains come in, it can be very hard to get them out. But I'm going to try the steam mop first. So I'll show you guys that now in a second. And then if that doesn't work, I'll try the bleach. Cool, so back in a second. And so guys, we have a steam mop here. I'm gonna give it a try. I don't know if it's gonna work. I'm just using a microfiber cloth because the path is currently in the wash, so the wash is running, so I can't get it out. But anyway, yes, we're gonna try and hopefully it works. And yeah, so here we go.
Lucky, lucky, lucky me. I won, got it done. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Uh-oh.
Okay guys, so I think unfortunately the cloth is just too thick. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna adjust this to handheld and use it that way.
You are. I guess that I was born beneath a very lucky star. And in a week or two I won't.
Just gonna give a wipe here to see if it can come off. Steam loosened it. No, unfortunately not, guys. I think it's just too deep. But anyway, we're gonna move on now to bleach and see how I'm gonna use the scrub brush. Scrub it in, and we're gonna see how we get on. So guys, I'm just gonna try some bleach. And we'll see how we get on. As you can see, this is like a toilet bleach, it's quite thick. Again, I don't want to use too much. A little drop there for good measure. I try to avoid using bleach if I can, just because the smell and everything else. I'm just gonna use my scrub brush just to make sure everything's covered. So I'm gonna just use the bleach here. I'm just using the brush to spread it around. Make sure everything is covered. I've given this brush a good rinse. And I'm just going to use a little bit more bleach, just on the kind of heavier stains. Okay, so I am just going to leave that now for about 15 minutes. Obviously we have all the doors surrounded and all the windows open for good ventilation. I'll leave that sit to let it work. Come back in about 15 minutes and see how it goes and see if it's still in. Hey guys, so we're trying the bleach. It's been about 15-20 minutes and we're gonna see how we get on. Hey guys, we're giving that a good scrub there. It's just kind of hard to scrub because it's hard to do it with one hand. But as you can see there, the bleach hasn't really done anything, which is annoying. So I did some research, and apparently if you add the washing detergent powder to this and some water, apparently it works really effectively. So I'm going to try that now. Bear with me, I got my washing powder. Okay guys, so I'm just using some washing powder. Oh, sugar. Now, don't want to use too much, guys. I'm just going to rub this in. So essentially what's supposed to happen is it's meant to create a paste, which you then rub in. Now I will warn you, if you're making this paste, please be careful because the floor does become quite slippy with it. Again, this looks a bit weird because I'm filming with one hand, so. Again, there's a recommendation on this to pre-measure, but it's for like a small area and I just don't have time for that, so yeah. Again, the place is really well ventilated, so. But to gotta be honest guys, the smell isn't actually that strong. Yeah, so you can see here I have a nice like kind of paste consistency, so I'm just gonna spread that out over the area. So I've spread the bleach out there, and the tip I read is to cover it in a damp cloth. So you know yourself, if you've ever watched like a hair video, or if the bleach dries out it stops working. So that may have been my issue, even though the bleach didn't dry out. But anyway, I'm just gonna lay it and then I'll show you guys. So I just covered the majority of the area with a damp towel. That's just to get some heat and let the bleach work. So I'm gonna give that about another 15-20 minutes. Then I'm gonna check it and we'll see how we go, and hopefully this time it works. Otherwise I think we might be out of options. Okay guys, just a really quick update. I have that towel over. I've been doing some more research, and apparently for bleach on lino floor, because lino floor is so hard to penetrate into the stain, I need to leave the bleach for an hour, and if it's a long-term stain in the lino, they're nearly impossible to get out. They're very, very difficult to get out. So I may have been harsh on the pink stuff, but like it literally didn't do anything. but it also could be because it's lino, and they said any groove lino like this is because it's like a wood effect, makes it a lot harder. So I'm going to leave this for an hour and hopefully the bleach works. But irrespective, on hard stains, I just don't agree with them calling the Pink Stuff a miracle product, because it's not. It's just like, it's a soap. But anyway, if you use it and you like it, please let me know in the comments. Let me know what you used it on and how you found it. Maybe I'm using it wrong, or maybe just because it's such a hard stain, or maybe I'm being harsh on it, I don't know. Anyway, hopefully this bleach and detergent water mix works, and I'll check in with you guys, because I actually was gonna take it off for now, but I actually have to leave it on for like another 40 minutes or so. It's been on for about 15-20 minutes now, so yeah, I'll check back in with you guys when I'm taking the towel off and everything. Okay guys, I'm just gonna have a quick peek. It's been half an hour. Okay, I'm not seeing anything major yet, but you know, let me just have a look here at this kind of darker one. Not gonna lie guys, I'm not feeling all that confident, but anyway, we'll check back in half an hour. Okay guys, so we're just gonna have a look at this after the bleach has been on for an hour. Oh, this is rock hard. So what I might try and do actually is get the steamer at it, just to get some moisture back into it, and just to loosen it up. I just want to make sure there's also water in this here. Yeah, there's plenty in it. So I just need to wait for this light to come on. Oh, there it is. That was easy. Let's try the steamer and see how we get on.
No, I shouldn't care. I really tried my best, but I can't make you happy. And I can't stop time for you. I don't know why.
Now, hopefully there's enough moisture in that. It's loosened up the bleach a bit.
I don't know how or what I could have done.
Okay guys, sorry, so let's go rinse this brush so I can loosen all this up. Anyway guys, so I don't think there's much more I can do for this floor. As you can see here, I'll put it before in to compare, because I've been looking at it so long I don't think I'll be able to tell the difference. But yeah, unfortunately, if you get berries on your lino, bleach them immediately. It was just a case that when the berries fell, like, they were cleaned up almost immediately as they hit the floor. They started staining. They were frozen berries. Not frozen berries are worse for that, but because there was an issue with the freezer here, and basically the berries came out, and they dropped and went everywhere. So they were cleaning for a good while to get all the juice up, and I think the freezer wasn't freezing properly, and basically the juice got everywhere, and you know, just it's also because of this like kind of textured linoleum, textured lino. Like, I've lino in my house, there's no texture on it. I've never had problems getting stains up, but this seems to be a different type of lino. Like, it doesn't have a glossy finish or anything on it. It's quite matte, so maybe that's what it is, or some treatment that's on it. But anyway, I'm just gonna now sweep up this loose powder. You can even see here from the water, the bleach and the detergent did get a lot of stuff up off the floor, but they just couldn't beat those stains. And to be honest, usually with lino, if it's badly stained, there's nothing you can do about it, unfortunately. So anyway, we've done our best, we've tried everything, and it didn't come up. So sorry, this is such a disappointing end to the video. I was hoping to get it off, but you know, we tried everything. We tried steam cleaning, we tried bleaching, we tried detergent, we tried detergent and vinegar, we tried detergent and bleach. We also just tried some straight bleach or straight vinegar on these spots over here. It didn't really do anything. You can see the couple of little spots there on the thing, but look, sure, that's how it goes sometimes. I unfortunately can't use anything more harsh on this, or stronger, should I say, not harsh, but stronger on this flooring, because it's lino, so it's basically plastic made, so if I put anything stronger on it, the risk is I'll dissolve the whole flooring, so, or it'll melt. So it's unfortunate, but look, it is what it is, guys, and that's sometimes how it goes. But Does it look better than it did? Yeah, kind of. Some of it lifted, but most of it didn't, so that's how it goes. But yeah, I'm just have to sweep up all this powder now and then get the rest of this floor mopped, and then we're finished then. Good to go, wrap everything up. There's another couple of things I could try. First, I don't think they're gonna work, but I hope they will. So it's recommended to try some alcohol. So I don't have pure alcohol, but I do have just like hand sanitizer with, I think it's 80%, 70% or 80%. So I'm just gonna try that. Just gonna leave that to sit for like 3 to 5 minutes. I'll be right back. Guys, it's been on for like 2 to 3 minutes. You can see there's nothing coming up on the cloth. A bit of dirt like, but that's probably the powder and everything. But yeah, no, unfortunately guys, I don't think it's gonna happen. Okay guys, I'm just gonna wrap this up now and just quickly steam off the floor. I've already rinsed it with fresh hot water, and I'm just gonna rinse it off with the steamer just to get any residual product up off the floor. I also didn't film it, but I also tried just neat vinegar on it. White distilled white vinegar for like 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. I think it was 20 minutes. Just straight on the stain, absolutely nothing. So it's unfortunate, and I was hoping we'd get it off, but that's not how it went today, unfortunately. But anyway, I'm gonna steam off the floor now to get any of the last products up, and yeah, that'll kind of bring us to the end of today's video.
I wanna be with somebody who's never gonna be around for me, around for me. I'm running out of energy, I realize you'll never be the one for me. I can't stop time for you.
Just giving it a last little direct steam.
Won't you get out my way, get out my way. I don't need this right now, I don't need this right now. Won't you?
Hey guys, so that is the end of the video for today. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the stain out. Look, it happens sometimes. I did some online research and spoke to somebody I know who works in flooring and sent them some pictures, and they've told me that based on the texture of like the fake wood grain and all that kind of jazz and how thick the floor looks, that this is actually not a linoleum flooring, it's vinyl. And vinyl is a cheaper version of linoleum, and the way vinyl is finished, especially with that wood grain, it's not sealed. So linoleum flooring has a wax seal on it. So a lot of the time with linoleum, the stains will just sit on top because they don't penetrate the wax. The kind of wax sealant that's on it, whereas vinyl doesn't have that. So if a stain hits it, it just goes straight through. And I have spoken to my friends who live here, and they've told me that they were actually away for a couple of days, and the freezer stopped working. I don't know if it was a power cut or whatever. Anyway, the freezer stopped working. It defrosted, and what happened was basically the berries were in the freezer and they defrosted, and the juice actually came down and was sitting on the floor. Now, we don't know if they were sitting on the floor for like a day, for a week or anything. The second they saw it, they got home and they were scrubbing the floor. And as you can see from what I've shown you already, they got a lot of the stain out. But obviously, since it's a cheap vinyl flooring, it's very, very porous, and the stain just went straight into it, and it's like it's deepened and stuff. It's never going to come out. So, and I asked a friend of mine who works in flooring as well, like, is it possible to get that out? And he's like, replace the thing. He said by the time you buy all the products and everything else and the amount of energy and effort you're going to put in, it's just better off to replace the flooring, because vinyl flooring is really cheap. And yeah, so unfortunately we couldn't get the stain out, but look, we tried. We tested a lot of products today, so that was fun. I was a bit harsh maybe on the pink stuff because, you know, Bleach couldn't get it out, so, you know. But no, my opinions on pink stuff are not just from today's thing. I've used it before, pots, I've used it on pans, I've used it on countertops, I've used it on loads of stuff, and I've never found it to be any better than like dish soap, Fairy or Dawn or whatever, whichever one you use. And it can be quite expensive sometimes, but if you find it works, please let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to know what you try it on. It's possible maybe I'm just using it for the wrong stuff, or I'm using it in the wrong way. But let me know, because I will fully change my opinion if I'm just not using it correctly. But yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Disappointing ending, because, you know, obviously it didn't work. But, you know, we tested a lot of products, tried some cool things. The section of the floor that we did clean is sparkling apart from the dye, obviously, or the stain. But yeah, anyway, without further ado, guys, I'm going to wrap up this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here today and choosing my video to get you hopefully motivated and taking the time out of the day to watch my video. If you haven't already, please subscribe down below. We'd love to have you in the community. We have a very supportive, kind, loving community here in our little, excuse me, in our little section of YouTube. I hope you guys all have an incredible rest of your Friday. I hope you have a wonderful weekend and week ahead. And I hope you're all keeping well. And I will hope to see you next week. Next week we have a little organizational kind of video that, excuse me, I've been working on. But anyway, thank you guys so much for being here. And I will talk to y'all soon. Okay, love y'all. Bye.